Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kaleidoscope of Happiness. It is Thursday, so it's Thirsty Thursday trivia. My co host, Alisa, is still under the weather, so she will not be joining us today. I was a couple minutes late coming on because I was posting a prayer request. Um, so, all those who are in need and have unspoken prayers, I just finished praying for all of us this morning. So, I do have some trivia questions today. I have some beach trivia, I have some weather trivia, and I also want to talk a little bit about the hurricane and some hurricane facts. Um, we call it Thirsty Thursday because it's Thursday and because we like to talk about hydration. I actually have a cup of coffee still from this morning, which was hot coffee, but is now cold coffee. But I enjoy both, so that's okay. And then I also have my mug of water, and this one has Skittles strawberry flavor in it. So I've got two things to drink. I hope that you will grab your favorite beverage and get comfortable, and we will have a nice little time playing some trivia. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the hurricane facts. Hello, Tasty Peanut. Welcome. I don't know why I'm blurry. Let me see if I can get this camera better. That's a little bit better. All right. Hi, Body Illusion. All right, so hurricane facts. It says hurricanes are powerful, rotating storms characterized by high winds and heavy rainfall, forming over warm tropical waters. And they are classified by wind speed. A category 1 is 74 to 95 miles per hour, and a category 5 is 157 plus miles per hour. That's pretty fast. Hurricanes form when warm, moist air over the ocean rises, creating an area of low pressure that draws in surrounding air, which then rises and cools, forming clouds and thunderstorms. The hurricanes are given names to help with communication and identification during the storms. Oh, this is interesting. Um, in the northern hemisphere, hurricanes rotate counterclockwise, while in the southern hemisphere, they rotate clockwise. I did not know that. Maybe body illusion, maybe. The center of the hurricane is known as the eye, is an area of relatively calm weather with low wind and no clouds. The eye wall surrounding the eye is the strongest wind and heaviest precipitation are found. The season for hurricanes in the Atlantic basin typically runs from June 1st to November 30th. So, June, July, August, September, October, November. So, hurricane season is 6 months long. Wow. That's a long season. Typhoons and cyclones are just other names for hurricanes used in different parts of the world. Oh, really? The toilets flush differently in the different hemispheres? I guess is that the like the pull of the equator or something? I don't know. I think we'll ask that question. Why do toilets flush the other? Okay. The common belief that toilets flush in the opposite direction in Australia is due to a myth. Toilets in Australia, like those elsewhere, are designed to flush in a specific direction regardless of their location. The direction of the flush is determined by the design of the toilet's water jets and the shape of the bowl, not by the Earth's rotation, according to physics websites and science blogs. The Coriolis effect, which influences large-scale phenomena like hurricanes, is too weak to affect the direction of water draining in a toilet. The design of the toilet, including the placement and the angle of the water jets, has much more significant impact on the direction of the flush. All right, why do toilets flush the opposite direction? It has been said that the Coriolis effect determines what direction a toilet bowl will drain, counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere and clockwise in the southern hemisphere. The phenomenon is so powerful that its strength has even been tested on The Simpsons. Oh my goodness. So I guess we have two counter ways of looking at it. So that's okay. Hello, Lisa, married in Arkansas, a member here. And thank you so much, my friend. Um, yeah, no, I don't think it kills it. I think it's true, probably true. This just didn't agree, but that's okay. That's Google for you. All right, let's get to our questions. I hope everybody is having a good Thursday. All right. We're going to do weather and beach, and I'm going to kind of alternate. So, the first weather question: what is the instrument used to measure air pressure? What instrument is used to measure air pressure? Oh, allergies have got me a little bit this morning. Body Illusion says a barometer, and that is correct. All right, first beach question. What country has the most coastline in the world? What country has the most coastline in the world? I'm going to change these earrings and put my dangly tree of life earrings that Susan gave me back in. I don't like to sleep in the dangly ones in fear I'll pull them out moving around while I'm sleeping. No guesses as to what country has the most coastline? No, not South America. It is Canada. Kind of shocks me too. But Canada is a very large country and it is surrounded on three sides by water. So I guess that's why. Oops, 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 I got it. I'm going to have to use this other back here. Hi, Ashley. Welcome. There we go. I got that one in. All right. Second weather trivia question. What is the study of weather called? The study of weather. What is the study of weather called? Meteorology. Yes, body illusion. All right, second beach question. What causes the sound you hear in a seashell when you hold it up to your ear? There we go. I got my Tree of Life earrings on. I love these earrings. And they are so super light. What causes the sound you hear in a seashell when you hold it up to your ear? Anybody know? Vacancy in my brain. Oh, that's good. That's a good answer. It's actually the ambient noise around you resonating in the shell. Hello, Deaudre Gore. She says, your own blood circulating. Hmm, could be. Could be. All right, third weather question. What causes wind? What causes wind? Hi to you too. Deaudre Gore, welcome. Y'all see the smile on my face today? Having a good day. I want y'all to know that. I had dinner last night with my daughter and grandbaby. My grandbaby was missing me, so they called me after school and asked if they could come and see me and then took me out to dinner. All right, Deaudre Gore says changes in I can't say it, atmospheric pressure. And it is the differences in air pressure. So that would be correct. Hello, BJ, my friend. Too many people farting. Oh my goodness. That's a good one too. And Miss Lisa said birds. Um, that's good. All right. The third beach question. Group a group of seagulls is called a what? A group of seagulls is called a what? Excuse me, I'm burpy. A group of seagulls is called a what? Ah, Lisa, married in Arkansas, says a gaggle. And BJ agrees. And Body Illusion says a gull. My question said a colony or flock. Colony or flock. All right. The fourth weather question. What are the four main types of clouds? We learned this in elementary school, but do you remember what they are called? The four main types of clouds. Deaudre Gore says a flock of seagulls was a 80s band. Oh, okay, cool. I can't spell any of the types of clouds. Well, I probably can't pronounce them, so we're a good mix this morning. Oh. Body Illusion says, I must have missed that day. Yes. Okay, they are cirrus, stratus, cumulus, nimbus. Yeah. And that's Nimbus was nimbus. Cumulus, Cumulus. Stratus, Stratus. And cirrus, Cirrus. So cumulus is probably the only word that has three U's in it. That's a lot of U's. Let's ask Google that question, why don't we? Okay. Whoops. Get in there. All right. How many words in the English language have three U's in them? I didn't like that. I'm going to have to type it. It did use like U-S-E-S. Okay. Oh my goodness. Then it gave me three letter words. No, 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 no. Words that have three letter U's in them. You have to be smart enough to be able to ask the correct question It keeps wanting to give me three-letter words for the with the letter U. I guess we can't get that answer. All right, let's try one more time. How many words use the letter U three times in the word? Okay. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of them, but I can't pronounce them. Presumptuous, subconscious, unusual. I didn't even realize that. Unusual. And it didn't even say the name of the cloud. Untumultuous. Wow. All right. That was interesting. Get back in here now and read these comments. Okay. Hi, Share Bear. Welcome. Both the Share Bears channels. Yes, yes, yes. BJ says, turns out I could spell one. Okay, good. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Share Bear, for wishing us a great day. We love you. Okay, Deaudre Gore came up with succumbus, unpursued, unpunctuated, compunctitious. She said, I obviously used Google. And BJ says, I'm checking ChatGPT. Okay. Unruptured is a good word. Yes, it is. Wow. That was fun. All right. The fourth beach question. Percentage of beaches that are disappearing due to erosion. So we're looking for a number. What is the percentage of beaches that are eroding, are disappearing due to erosion? I guess it kind of goes to show we don't use very many large words. We have become a society of people who use the quickest, shortest, easiest word we can come up with instead of maybe thinking about it a little bit. I love words though. I'm an avid reader. I love the way people can tell a story in different ways, just in using a different like perspective, a different viewpoint. Okay, Deaudre Gorse is 20%. Nope, a little, quite a bit higher. Quite a bit higher. Wow, Chat GPT can't even give an answer. Oh my goodness. Hello, Kathy. Welcome. Lisa says, I have to go back to work, but I would guess we don't know because they're all gone. Good one. Good one, Lisa. Have a wonderful day on purpose, okay? I know you're struggling, and I'm praying for you, my dear. And I just did a prayer post, and I just said, anyone who has a need or an unspoken request. So that covers a lot of us. Okay, so what percentage of beaches are disappearing due to erosion? It's 70%. It is alarming that it's more than 20%. Yes, we're not going to have any beaches left. At 70% have already eroded. Yeah, a lot higher than I thought it would be, too. All right, weather trivia question number 5. Now we're going to go back to the clouds. What type of cloud makes rain? What type of cloud makes rain? Oh, BJ did get some words. Unusual, unscrupulous, unadventurous. Wow. Yeah, that is sad that we're losing our beaches. I love the ocean. I love beaches. Okay, of those 4 types of clouds we talked about, which one makes rain? Anybody know? Yeah, my hair's doing something funky today. It's uh it's really growing out of that short haircut I had, and I'm trying to let it grow. I don't want to cut it all off again. I've decided I can live with the thinness on the top, but I do want a little bit here, you know, so I look like a female. When I was wearing the baseball hats, I had a viewer say it was okay if I was TRANS, that I was wearing a hat, a baseball hat. And Deardre Gore got it. Nimbus. Nimbus. All right. Beach question number 5. Which ocean has the most beaches? Which ocean has the most beaches? Yeah, BJ, I know. Funny, huh? But you see, I stopped wearing the baseball hats. Oh my goodness. I know. I know. It wasn't, of course, a regular viewer, not anybody who really knew me. Uh, but yeah, I did get that comment. Kathy is correct. Pacific. All right. Weather question number 6. What is the wettest place on Earth? What is the wettest place on Earth? And I'm going to type this in the chat because I cannot probably pronounce it. So that should give y'all a big hint. What is the wettest place on Earth? BJ, I don't know what PNW means. We live in a rainforest. Okay. Hi, Berry Berry. And look at him. Pops in, gets the answer right. I've already typed it in the chat because I wasn't sure I could say it correctly. but it is Mazinaram, India. All right. Beach trivia number 6. Sparkling particles found in the sand are what? The sparkling particles found in sand are what? Ah, Pacific Northwest. I got you now. BJ, you know I'm not good with geography. I do not know where anything is. Yeah. Yeah, my sensor keeps going off. It's due to end in a few hours. And, I wear it for 15 days, the same sensor. And if I shower and go swimming and things like that, even though it's waterproof, by the end of the period of time, it usually um, is causing problems. And so all day today, it's been saying I've been low and I'm not low. So anyway, hello, Berry Berry. And Deaudre Gore says silicone. That's interesting. And then she says maybe quartz. And the answer is mica or quartz. So Deaudre Gore, you got that right. Good job. Good job. I guess I have said good job to my granddaughter so many times that now she tells me that. When I do something, she'll say, good job, Granny. Good job. I love it. We played a matching game last night, and it was these little wooden tiles with pictures on them. And so we stacked up, the tiles of who won how many or whatever, and whoever had the biggest pile was the winner. And so my granddaughter, of course, she won every time. She has got a mind like a steel trap. She could remember exactly where all those different animals were. BJ said, I got that one too. Yes. Good job, BJ. Proper English, LOL. Encouragement is contagious. Yes, it is. You are right about that. All right, I guess, yes, we are ready for weather trivia question number 7. What is the most abundant gas in the Earth's atmosphere? Most abundant gas. I got to go turn my air on. I'll be right back. I finished my coffee. Good morning, unknown person. May I call you by your first name? And nitrogen was the correct answer. And the first one I see with that is Berry Berry, but Deaudre Gore got it, and so did BJ's Misadventures. And then BJ said pollution. That's probably true. Um, Unknown person, I believe I know what your name is, and I believe I've seen you. So I'm going to go ahead and give you blue butterfly wings so that you can connect with the other people in here. Everybody in here is a good channel to get to know. All right. Unknown person is Jenny. So welcome, Jenny. So nice to have you with us today. And we are doing trivia. All right. Beach question number 7. What natural process creates sand? What natural process creates sand? And that was the other thing I needed to put on my list. I've got to go by Walmart this afternoon after I pick up the grandbaby, and I need a large mailing envelope, a padded envelope. Okay. I knew there was something else I was thinking I needed to get, but I didn't have it. I always have to make a list. I'm a note person. Okay. Um, Berry says weathering. DeAudrey Gore says erosion of rocks. And the answer was weathering and erosion of rocks. So you're both right. All right. All right. Weather trivia number 8. What percentage of the Earth's atmosphere is oxygen? So we're looking for a percentage. What percentage of the Earth's atmosphere is oxygen? You think it's funny that I said the unknown person's name? Well, I met her in another chat and she told them her name. So that's how I knew what her name was. But, I like to be on a first name basis with people. So, all right, Jenny. Looky there. Jenny's having her 36th birthday this weekend with pizza, homemade cupcakes, and gifts. How nice. Well, happy birthday. Okay, BJ and Barry got it right. 21%. How did y'all know that? That's such an odd percentage to know. Your actual birthday is on Friday, August 29th. Okay, I will put that on my calendar, and then maybe next year we can remember to wish you a happy birthday. On my Wednesday live stream, I like to shout out people that have birthdays. So I may shout you out next Wednesday. And BJ said, I learned it years ago. Okay, good. Well, that's interesting to know that I had no clue. All right, beach question number 8. What is the difference between a gulf and a bay? What is the difference between a gulf and a bay? Body illusion, are you still here? I sent you a messenger message earlier. Okay. The Gulf is larger and deeper than a bay. So you're all correct. Good job. All right. Weather question number 9. What causes fog? What causes fog? You have no clue the answer to these questions? That's okay. I don't know them either. I just look up the questions. It's just fun. Try to see if we know any of the answers. It's not a big deal if you don't know them. What causes fog? God. Okay. Condensation. It is water vapor condensing near the ground. So, BJ, you are correct. All right. Beach question number 9. Which month is typically the busiest at the beach in the northern hemisphere? Which month is typically the busiest beaches in the northern hemisphere? That's okay, Jenny. Most of us were not good in school either, so don't worry about that. And lots of us have disabilities in here too, so don't worry about anything. You are welcome and accepted. No judgments here. And look at there. Kathy and BJ both got it. July, yes. All right, that's all of those questions I have written down. Oh, Barry said August. Barry. All right, let me grab my Bible trivia book. Bible trivia. Okay, I've got about 15 more minutes. Hello, Bud Files. Welcome. Um, I've got to go pick up the grandbaby and go to Walmart. So I think I'm going to go to Walmart before I pick her up. Although I need milk. Don't want to have hot milk in the car. Uh, I have to rethink that plan. If I take the baby with me to Walmart, she usually wants a toy. So, all right, let's see. What would be a good topic? Let's see. Well, I guess I'll just flip. I did not, BJ. I know what I want to do though. And I'll go ahead and tell you now so you can start working on it. But I want it to be a little old granny, like with glasses and maybe gray hair or white hair, um, and sweet, kind little old granny. And then I want her to have some sort of a sidekick, like a cat or a dog, um, or even a duck or a chicken or, something. Um, so I need two characters, a granny and then some sort of sidekick for her. Jenny says, yep, I always wanted a toy at the store as a child too. Yeah, I think everybody does. But we do spoil her. And so she pretty well thinks if you go in a store, you're going to get a toy. So I really like to take her to the Dollar Tree because it's not that expensive. But then she'll get 4 or 5 toys. The weather in Mobile, Alabama. Conditions are partly cloudy with a temperature of 90. Ooh, a little warm. The wind is blowing from the east northeast at 6 miles an hour, and the current humidity is 62%. All right, BJ, I know you will. You'll come up with something good. Go and check out the channel. It's Fun with Granny, everything preschool. I've just done videos basically of, I just really figured out how to even kind of animate the video. So look at the last video first. That'll give you more of an idea, kind of the direction I'm going in. Um, but yeah, I need to step it up a little bit. All right, the weather. Oh, you spelled it wrong, BJ. Try again. All right, this section is called Brother Against Brother. Whose older brother refused to attend the welcome home party? Yes, Jenny, I will. And I prayed today on my community post for all the unspoken prayers and everybody with a need. So that would include you too, Jenny. And you are going to become a beautiful blue butterfly. Don't you worry about that. Ooh, going to be in the 80s? And you're happy about that, BJ? Let's see what it says. Burnaby, Canada, or British Columbia, rather. Partially cloudy with a temperature of 65. The wind is blowing from the west southwest at 2 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 71%. Wow, it's 91 here already. Although we're going to be, we're going to start to cool down too. All right. Yes, the prodigal son, found in Luke 15, verse 22. What son of Gideon killed 70 of his brothers at once? What son of Gideon killed 70 of his brothers at once? Jenny, my name is Echo. Echo, Echo, just like it sounds. And you can call me Echo as well. And I'm going to type this one in the chat so I don't mispronounce it. A mass murderer. Oh, that's a good one, BJ. Thank you for that laugh. Yes, Bim Meckel. I don't know how to say it. All right. What judge, an illegitimate son, was thrown out of the house by his brothers? Hey, Chef Hit Dice, how you doing? What judge, an illegitimate son, was thrown out of the house by his brothers? I'll type this one in too. Oh, I put the answer before anybody said it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was my fault. That was my fault. There it is, Jenny. Echo. Echo. I've been really good, and I made my bone broth. I'll have that video. I'm gonna work on making it this weekend, the video. But I talked about it on Wednesday, and I used a lot of your spices in there. It was so, and it's so good. Ooh, delicious. I know, Berry Berry. Forget that question. That was my bad. Okay. Who hated his brother for taking away his birthright? Who hated his brother for taking away his birthright? Hi, Christine. Welcome. I am going to give you blue butterfly wings so that you can mix and mingle and get to know the other channels. And welcome so much for joining us today. We are doing some trivia, and we're actually doing Bible trivia right now. Oh, Berry, Kathy got you. Esau is right. Another one in September. Let's see. Oh, BJ says I have another series coming out, just uploaded them this morning, and he's doing another one in September. So, yes, everybody make sure you check out BJ's Miss Adventure. He's going to be having a video series on his channel coming up. All right. What did Moses rebuke Aaron for? What did Moses rebuke Aaron for? Jenny, it's okay. You're just here to have fun and to get to know people. You don't have to know the answers to the questions. Don't worry about it. Most of us don't know the answers. Berry does because he's a Bible scholar, so he definitely does. And that is correct, making the golden calf. All right, one more. Who was the first man to murder his brother? Who was the first man to murder his brother? Hi, Joel. Berry says Cain, and that is correct. And Kathy got it too. Cain murdered his brother Abel. Yes, I believe that's correct. Great. All right, so let's pick one more topic in the Bible trivia, and then we will be done with that. Oh, okay. This is a good category. Sweet, sour, bitter, poison. Who ate a book that tasted like honey? Who ate a book that tasted like honey? Jenny says, thank you very, very for your answers. Very, very knows the Bible. One way, frontwards, backwards, upside down. I think he knows the Bible pretty, pretty good. Ezekiel is correct. Very, very. Deaudre Gore says, didn't Samson have something to do with honey? I don't know. Adam and Eve. So you know some of the Bible, Jenny. Okay. According to Jeremiah, what kind of grape sets the children's teeth on edge? According to Jeremiah, what kind of grape sets the children's teeth on edge? Oh, there we go. Very, very got it. Sour grapes. I was going to say it again. You got it. BJ says, I have a joke about the or original or originate of the word woman. Oh, okay. Tell us. Did God say, whoa, man? Maybe when Adam saw Eve for the first time, he went a little crazy and God said, whoa, man. Well, you got to tell us now, BJ. When Adam saw Eve, he said, whoa, man. Okay. I see, I was pretty close. Aw, Jenny, you can't be stealing answers. All right, one more, guys. Um, who posed a riddle about finding something sweet in a lion's carcass? Who posed a riddle about finding something sweet in a lion's carcass? And Deaudre Gore, this may be what you were thinking about Samson and honey. Yes, Samson is correct. And that was Judges 14:14. Let's take a look at that and see if it tells us. Judges. Judges. 3:11. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. 14:14. Samson said to them, let me tell you a riddle. If you solve my riddle during these 7 days of the celebration, I will give you 30 plain linen robes and 30 fancy robes. But if you can't solve it, then you must give me 30 linen robes and 30 fancy robes. All right, they agreed. Let's hear your riddle. So he said, from the one who eats came something to eat. Out of the strong came something sweet. 3 days later, they were still trying to figure it out. On the fourth day, they said to Samson's wife, get the answer to the riddle from your husband, or we will burn down your father's house with you in it. Did you invite us to this party just to make us poor? So Samson's wife came to him in tears and said, you don't love me. You hate me. You have given my people a riddle, but you haven't told me the answer. I haven't even given the answer to my father or mother, he replied. Why should I tell you? So she cried whenever she was with him and kept it up for the rest of the celebration. At last, on the seventh day, he told her the answer because of her persistent nagging. Then she gave the answer to the young men. So before sunset of the seventh day, the men of the town came to Samson with their answer. What is sweeter than honey? What is stronger than a lion? Samson replied, if you hadn't plowed with my heifer, you wouldn't have found the answer to my riddle. Then the Spirit of the Lord powerfully took control of him. He went down to the town of Ashkelon, killed 30 men, took their belongings, and gave their clothing to the men who had answered the riddle. But Samson was furious about what had happened, and he went back home to live with his father and mother. So his wife was given in marriage to the man who had been Samson's best man at the wedding. Wow. Wow. Okay, let me go back. Yeah, I did not know all of that about old Samson. Okay, the weather in Montgomery. Conditions are fair with a temperature of 90 degrees. The wind is blowing from the north northwest at 2 miles an hour, and the current humidity is 50%. It's warm there, yeah. Weather, the city of Nottingham. Weather conditions are mostly cloudy with a temperature of 63. The wind is blowing from the north at 6 miles an hour, and the current humidity is 53%. All right. All right, y'all. That was fun. And I learned something about Samson that I didn't know. I always enjoy learning, and I love trivia, even when I don't know the answers. It just makes my brain happy to try to think about them. So, thank you all so much for coming today. But you're having fun anyway. Okay, good. That's the key. Have fun. Make life fun. So, I'm going to let y'all go, and I will see you Saturday night, 7 p.m. We will have our Suno showcase. Very, if you want to share a Suno song, either come on the stream and there'll be a link to get up on stage, or send me it through email, and my email is on my page. So I will see you all Saturday night at 7 p.m. for Suno Showcase. Thank y'all. Bye now. Remember, God loves you, and so do I.